guys, so yesterday I was having another look through my old hard drive, which contained all of my secrets.
I love him, AmazingPhil.
And of course I found more MSN chat logs. It was really interesting jumping back into the life of 14-year-old Phil when I started dating a girl, I'm gonna call her Lucy, and we got together on MSN and we broke up on MSN. Getting together.
Is that guy on YouTubers? Yeah.
I'm just single all the time. Lol,
Oh
if you
my
try
that's
it,
uncomfortable.
So I wanna get better at kissing. Would you show me? Wink face. Whoa, go Phil.
Ship it.
Show you.
Will you be my girlfriend? I will.
Lol. I had to lol, didn't I? Alright. Oh, I feel
The achievement.
The breakup. Mate, we're at Final Destination 3 and Lucy got with James. Hey! Hi, honey. So, apparently, you were kissing.
Apparently.
The chat speak was just so terrible.
I spent my time buying chocolates for you today.
Aw, poor Phil.
Sorry, Phoebe. Wasn't anything about the bad kiss. The bad kiss. Sorry I hurt you, hon. The moral of the story is, even though that seemed like the end of the world back then, right now I can look back on it and laugh. Today's Draw Phil Naked is... Hope you're all doing well and I will see you very soon.
What?
I never understood this part of his videos.
Damn, he has balls up for like putting it out there, man. Cause he looks stupid, I'm not gonna lie.
Hello internet, so how have you been recently?
Dan and Phil?
Another British guy.
Terrible. I unplugged a hole deep within my mind that contained all of the memories I have been trying to forget my whole life. And now, these memories are attacking me when I least expect it.
Oh, that happens all the
This is a phenomenon
time.
I like to refer to as a cringe attack. This is when
I like those.
there you're sat innocently enjoying life when
GTA.
nowhere, bam! A wild, repressed memory appears. Suddenly, for no
Pokemon.
reason, your brain
You guys are
decides
showing me all the
to
people I
relive
love,
our
like
life.
goodness gracious.
Why does this happen?
That's so true, that's so true.
It's literally impossible to have one without flailing like an octopus or going... Idiot! My friends already think I'm insane, now they think I'm possessed.
Yeah, because no one does that. They don't just like hit themselves in the face
I
randomly.
know, right?
I love when he uses more than one Dan.
Dan? What's wrong? Dan? Oh my god! Call an
Oh my
ambulance.
god, he's having a
The power of
seizure.
Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! If you suffer from cringe attacks, know that it is perfectly normal to regret 90% of your life.
It's kind of a sad life if you regret 90% of your life.
Dan's on. I've seen those comments. Please, 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 please.
Should probably get our noses ready.
Nose workout. Could you explain the theory behind the whiskers?
Oh, they're friends.
Kill
Hey.
you. How much fringe do you actually have? Okay.
I don't know if I've said it yet, but I really love them.
Make a slow motion video.
Let's do it.
Sexy.
I watch all the Phil is Not on Fires like 20 times every day.
Last time you had a pillow fight.
Whoa, oh, you are in for it.
Make up a best friend handshake.
Hey there, friend.
Hello, sir.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Ow, my hand.
That happens every time I have someone.
This says, Phil, do the sexy end screen dance.
It's the awkward, sexy end screen dance.
I'm not gonna
Click here,
play
guys.
Don't be shy. Click away.
That's
No,
awesome.
not towards the camera.
Okay.
They were so funny.
I love them so much.
So do you know who those two guys were?
Not at all. Some British dudes?
No, but they're British.
Yeah, that's Dan and Phil.
Dan and Phil.
That was AmazingPhil and Dan is Not on Fire.
So here's a picture of them. They are AmazingPhil and Dan is Not on Fire.
Dan's hot, not gonna lie. Dan is on fire.
Their hair looks fantastic. Like, it's really nice.
I feel like they're just like real best friends, and I love that.
So let's talk about the videos. Phil's video about his 1 week relationship. What did you think?
That was amazing.
So relatable.
And she kept calling him hun. Poor thing. That's so sad. It's funny though.
He has balls too to put that out there, and I bet like a lot of people who are 14 right now can relate to it.
When I was younger, I did the same like MSN Messenger chat thing. You see him in school and both you just like so scared to even talk to her. But once you go home like big baller, like what's up, what's up, BB?
And at the end of Phil's videos, he always puts up fan art of someone drawing him naked. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think it's weird.
Okay, that's definitely not the weirdest thing on YouTube.
What if your mom like found that drawing in your room? Like, why do you have this drawing of this man naked? And be like, well, mom, it was for YouTube.
And Dan's video about cringe attacks. What do you think about that?
I agree. I love videos where you totally relate to it, and that happens to me a lot. I do that. Like, I'll think of something and be like, ugh, like, why did I do that?
Middle school Tori Worst Tori ever. I went through like a scene phase, not gonna lie. I had like the beaded bracelets and like my hair, it was like that.
And then the third video was the Q&A video they made together. What'd you think of that?
That was cute. It's cute that they're friends because I didn't know that they were like together.
That's Q&A. It's the basic YouTuber.
Bromances make my little heart sing.
Pretty close friendship. They're probably like cool, like they're homies, you know. What are they? Or mates in England?
And at the end of Dan's video, he tends to do the sexy end screen dance.
The sexy end screen dance!
Do you think that's a good idea?
If it works, it works.
Not about that life.
The girls are probably down, you know, but me, I'm not with that.
It's always the same old stuff, like subscribe, press the like button, but they're like sexy and slay. It's brilliant.
They are a couple of the most popular vloggers on the whole site right now. What do you think is making them stand out, even though their format is very similar to what you see a lot on YouTube?
Well, I know girls like them because it's British.
Well, they're British and they have accents, so I mean, there's the whole entire world's girl population right there.
Because they have accents.
Duh. Their hotness scale is like off the charts.
I think it's because they're nerdy too. Like a lot of vloggers are not that nerdy. You can tell that they really care about what they're doing and they're really appreciative and they're pretty cute.
There's some attractive looking people that are all friends somehow. They do the same thing and generate views due to the same fan base being a fan of those other channels. If you have that one fangirl, she's not only gonna be a fan of that one British guy, it's gonna be the other 12 British guys, you know?
A lot of people don't understand why vlogs are so popular. How would you explain to someone why people do enjoy watching vlogs?
I wish I could explain it because I don't get it either. But then again, people don't like it when you watch, let's say, a gamer play online, so everyone has like a different taste.
I don't get why things are popular. Like, I don't get why Teens React is so popular. We're just talking about videos, but people love it.
You kind of feel like connected to that person in a sense.
It's something that most people can relate to. Like they do things that we've all done something like that. And so we can look at it and go, oh my gosh, there's somebody else that does that.
You watch TV shows that's people living their lives and you want to see what happens in their lives. This is that, but with real people that are actually doing things that are real and affect the world.
I feel like we have more of an appreciation for the simple things. Adults, I feel like they kind of want to see more effort put into things. Kids nowadays don't really need that. Like, we just kind of want to sit for 5 minutes, see something short and sweet. It's okay if they're in their room, and adults would rather do something else with their time.
Dan and Phil have had so much success that they actually now have a radio show in the UK on the BBC. What do you think about that?
Can I move to London? Let's go to London.
Why do you think radio stations, and even for the most part, TV networks and movie studios tend not to work with YouTube talent despite the large audience they have?
YouTube really doesn't get respect.
Maybe TV gets jealous of YouTube's success. They're like, no, TV's ours.
They're scared. The fact that stuff like using a vlogging camera and a Mac can get you so famous, it's almost like a threat to them.
YouTube is slowly destroying all those other media entities, so I mean, why would they help something that's kind of destroying them?
You have like these big like TV moguls who kind of look down on YouTube where it's like, oh, it's just these amateurs. They don't understand that like the internet is this huge thing, that it is the future. But honestly, I don't want YouTubers to have like TV shows. Like, it's bad, but like they're like mine. Like, they're on my computer screen.
So finally, when Dan and Phil go to conferences like VidCon or even at their radio show, they tend to get mobbed by fans. If you saw them in real life, what do you think you would do?
I'd probably say hi and walk off. I don't get starstruck.
I'd be like, oh hey, that would be it.
Screaming. Lots of screaming and fangirling.
My ovaries would explode. If I ran into them randomly, then I would completely fangirl. It's just a lot of freaking out and like inner meltdowns.
Screaming, crying, and peeing my pants all at once. But I try to like stay collected and calm.
I freak out. I like scream to my friends and they're like, oh my God, go talk to him. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I can't. Until I get up the guts to go and talk to them. And then like, I'm like, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? I really love you. I'll smile, but inside I'm literally dying. And like when they touch you, it's just like, oh my God, they're touching me. And this is like so embarrassing to say, but it's just the truth.
Thanks for watching this episode of Teens React.
Let us know what YouTubers we should react to next.
There's new React episodes every single week, so make sure you subscribe.
Goodbye, internet.
Bye!